Good afternoon. So today we are going to discuss about the overview of what is flipped class and why it is important and what are the essential benefits we are going to get out of this flipped class. So let me introduce what is flipped class and why it is important. Flipped classroom is nothing but an instruction strategy. So whether the traditional methods are being completely converted back into a room of actively engaged by the learners with the instructional content such as it could be a lectures, it could be some kind of readings or something which is through a videos or online materials. So it need not to be there in an assigned time duration. It could be somewhere outside your duration of class hours, so that the class is time is then used for some kind of activities, so that in a class if I want to discuss some particular topic, I can give you or I can provide you a type of materials so that you can read those materials and you can come back here, so that based on your readings we could have further activities based on the discussions, so that the knowledge what you gained and the knowledge what we are going to share will go in inline path, so that the self learning mode of this particular class will definitely make the learners to understand the concept very clearly and in depth also. So apart from that, we also should be able to know how are we going to understand very in depth, as well as developing some employability skills which are involved in this web class. So one among that is nothing but the active learning, the application of the knowledge, the critical thinking, and whatnot. So when we go for with respect to the word of active learning, which is the basic term where we go for the flipped class. So the flipped class always encourages this mode of active learning. So where we students, we former students which are actively who are involve them properly rather than going for passively receiving the informations. So it need not to be a monotony, that is with respect to one-way communications. So that you read the informations what we have shared, you gather the information accordingly, and then when we have a common forum, we can discuss further. By iteratively with the content outside of the class, then we can apply during the class activities. So that will definitely make the learners to understand the concept very depth. That's what we believe. Application of the knowledge. So class time in a flipped classroom is often dedicated for activities that require the students to apply their knowledge. So here, what I want to convey in the sense, if I say a term of a definition, rather than it could be a statement, if it could be an application oriented, so that if you apply a particular task and understand the meaning of a definition, which will definitely make the learners not to further the concept. That is what we are going to emphasize in this script class, application of knowledge, as well as the critical solving. So when we have a critical thinking and problem solving ability, and this ability of problem solving and the critical thinking will definitely enhance the learner's ability to grasp the concept much earlier and much quicker and much depth. So this flipped class concept will definitely make use of those things, as well as the communication and collaboration. So it often fosters the communication as well as the collaboration among the students, because the students are not in a single in a group. There will be a group of members. So that how are they communicating with each other? So the knowledge that the one learner gain will be able to share it to the other peer learners. So this automatically leads the way to the peer learning concept. So that the person who knows better can teach the concept to the person who are in depth. So that is more important in case of your this kind of collaborative as well as communication with respect to the form of flipped class. So with this active learning, application of knowledge, critical thinking and problem solving ability, along with the communication, collaboration, and any concepts in a particular subject or a course will definitely makes the learners to understand the concept of very depth, and will certainly make the learners to reach to the greater height rather than going for a passive gathering the information from the facilitators. Instead, they themselves involve in a particular activity to gain a particular knowledge. Along with this, we also want you people want the learners to know that what are the learning materials is there, and a kind of a materials which are used for assessing this video lectures, um, kind of mode which we have chosen as a flipped classrooms. So when we choose the learning materials, it could be a text book, or it could be a video lectures, or it could be a recorded one, so that you can able to run that record and you can able to foster. So such kind of an approaches will definitely make the learners to go for a self-learning mode. So we always go for an online modules or some kind of an iterative simulations. So when we say that for example, I'm handling a network analysis paper. So if I say that Thevenin's theorem, some of the input voltage should be equal to the voltage drop at each level, I'm saying the student cannot able to visualize it in a term. When I say it orally, I can say I can draw a blackboard. We can draw a blackboard, the circuit in the blackboard, and we can convey this. But how far and how much percentage it has been entering into the students in our mind, it is quite not that appreciable. But instead, the kind of an iterative environment where they need not to go for any hardware components for implementing check it. Instead, they can go for some kind of an online tools like a VLab. Simulation softwares are available where they can rig up the circuit and they can cross verify that the definitions and the concept what they have learned, whether they could able to know by this software. So we, the facilitators, will give you the direction of the materials and the learning sources which will be able to emphasize you will be able to grasp the conceptual view of the particular topic. And one among that could be your textbook reading, or it could be a video lecturers. Sometimes to some extent we also go for some kind of the recorded lecturers, educational videos or something. Because in olden days, when we were studying in the years of 2000 and all, we do have we do have to record everything in a CD. So each subject wise there will be 5 unit recorded CDs will be there, and the CDs will be kept in the library so that the students can go there, can read the concept, can be able to make themselves better understanding about the concept. But nowadays there is no such a platform can be given there, but instead we could able to have a desperative analysis of the platform, the online platform, where the resources can be readily available in the hands of the learners at any time by means. So this is what we want to convey with respect to the learning module. But apart from that, I also want to emphasize as you that based on this idea as well as the learning materials, the activity what we are going to engage in the group of class could be a problem solving workshop. So objective is that we are going to apply a concept what we have learned in the topic, and the pre-class materials will be solved, will be given to you to for solve some real kind of a problems, and so that you can collaboratively involve among the group of members and make a decision that it has to be a product based or a module based analysis, right? And the instructions could be like this: what instructions I could give for such activity to be engaged. So the activity name is what? Problem solving workshop. And the instruction to be followed by the learners are problem selection. So we will provide you a set of problems, a real-time problems. Each group in a particular class can take or pick the problem statement, and then you can go back and refer the class materials as well as the reference materials to it, and these problems could drawn from the real-time case studies or created by the instructors. So you can refer all those things and you can see to that which is an opt one and which is a readily accessible one. And sometimes with respect to the group formation, you can form a group and divide the class into small groups of 3 to 5 students, and aim is that you people have to have a diverse group of composition to encourage different perspectives as well as ideas. So the different perspective and ideas will always help in a group for better grooming of the problem statement. And apart from that, the problem analysis, the analysis on each group on a different scenario to be analyzed, so provide the necessary background information and the resources to facilitate for such understanding ability. And not but not the least, it could be a solution development. The solution development is to form, you can form an encouraging group for brainstorming potential solution to the problem. At the end, you have to provide some kind of a discussions and collaboration among yourself, and with each member contribute to the ideas and insights, and each team has to come up with some innovative ideas or innovative idea of what they have presented. And at the end of your thing, you have to give a presentation time for discussion and invite a group to present the solution to the class and encourage them, and we will and one of the particular team will be get rewarded based on the innovative and feedback and reflections. So each team will be given a positive, will be given a feedback, and a reflection report also will be given by the pros concern of each department, each student, and based on this pros and concern, each of them will be benefited. So one most important thing this fifth class is nothing but we'll try to promote the active learning and the engagement, and we'll also provide the collaboration with the communication skill, and followed by the reinforces the understanding the concept through some kind of application rather than getting information through parallel information gathering. So the activity not only reinforces the material learned but also makes the critical thinking, team working, problem solving skill of all the students community in to make them in a professional. Thank you. If you have any doubt with respect to the critical flipped classroom, you feel free to discuss. Thank you.